And looks like we're leaving already. Good times. For God's sake. Right. So welcome to another week of FTRL has lobby issues. Do bear with us, we're going to have to play this game again. What is it with this game this year? And these lobbies right now? Alright, nope. So, do apologise, viewers. We are having lobby issues already, which is a lovely start to our evening. So, hopefully everybody will be in quickly. And we can try again. Where are we? Weather and time of dry. Right, they said it was dry. So we'll go dry. Not throw rain into the mix like we did last week. So, just waiting for Yarham to join. Do apologise, viewers. We shall hopefully have some racing underway shortly. Just waiting for one person to rejoin after our first lobby glitch of the night, because why wouldn't we have another lobby glitch? Then hopefully, we'll get some racing done, and it will be magical, and everything. Maybe. Just laughing at Ox. What's his message in the Discord? I won't read it out because it's not PG. Right, Azerbaijan, take 2, Div 1. Hopefully, fingers crossed. No lobby issues. Racing can commence. Everything will be fine. Bear with us, gentlemen, ladies. Apache helicopters in the chat. I apologise and appreciate your patience with this goddamn game. Because it is a pain in the tush. And just breaks. Lobby, yes. Right, welcome chat. Hello, I'm here finally. We might have some racing to go in a second. We'll find out in about the next 8 seconds. So good evening, welcome back to F1 on FTRL eventually. I hope you enjoyed that precursor to tonight's racing action. And we are here for round 3 of our 18th season of Div 1 action at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix Baku Street Circuit. Always spectacular, always dramatic, and well, that's what Div 1 do best, so let's expect a lot more of that tonight. Now, for the eagle-eyed amongst you, you may have seen there was another man in the commentary position. Now, I don't know if he's stuffing his face with pizza at the minute, he might be. Let's see if he can say anything.
I don't identify as a man.
What do you identify as?
Attack helicopter.
Attack helicopter it is.
A non-binary penguin/attack helicopter, so if you could address me as that going forward, I'd appreciate that very much.
I've already forgotten what you said, so yes.
Thank you. Good evening, chat. Good evening, chat. I'm very deaf in one ear, so Yeah, bring it on.
There we go then. So, Baku has provided some spectacular races in the past. One that particularly sticks out with me, I believe it was season 10, DF1.
We don't need to talk about this one, Lee.
It was nearly spectacularly brilliant for you. Nearly. There was a split second where I thought you and FTRL Panda had snuck in for a 1-2 finish, and then a heartbeat later it was cruelly taken away from you, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. It certainly was. No, it was all a little bit chaotic, and yeah, Panda was my teammate, was out in front, and then there was a bit of a coming together, which I tried to avoid. Caught the rear wheel with Tico as he very kindly spun, and I lost my entire front wing. So wonderful.
Dramatic race. Yeah, I think you did pull off a rather stunning overtake on Zach, didn't you, towards the castle section?
Oh, thank you. Yes, people rarely say nice things about me in racing, so I appreciate the kind words. No, it was a nice overtake. I'm pretty pleased with that.
It was indeed. It was an absolute stunning overtake then. So we're going to go on board for a lap with last week's most unlucky man, IFR Tom Robbo, a lap here of Baku. So here we are then, down the start finish straight. The DRS opens, and this straight just goes on and on and on, and into turn 1, aka turn Fulgoy. However, he doesn't go Fulgoy, and he is around there nicely. And now heads towards turn 2, but he's got traffic ahead of him. And has it seen him? It is one of the Aston Martins getting out of his way now. Oh, he's not happy with that at all. Out of turn 2 onto the second DRS straight then. Coming up then towards turn 3, another 90-degree left-hander. Apexes nicely, runs all the way up to the wall. Then short spurt up to turn 4, watch that curve on the inside. Again, runs all up to the wall, nice and tidy so far from Tom Robbo. Into this tricky left-right section, but then he makes it look particularly easy. Maybe it's just my inability to do that corner makes it tricky. And then up now to turn 7, this tight second gear right-hander, plenty of curve on the inside, again running up to the wall. And then here comes the very tricky castle section, throws it in nicely, oh, clips the wall, and there goes some wing, and that lap is ruined for Tom Robbo. I think he was possibly had his mind or his focus broken by that car coming out the pits. So that is his first lap ruin now. A man who asked me to go on board with Dutch Tricks. So Mr. Matman wanted to go on board with him, however I've missed part of the lap, so I do apologise, Matman. We'll pick him up later in the session, but we are on board with Dutch Tricks now. And we'll finish the lap then as he goes through this fast sweeping section of left-handers and then down to this tricky downhill. Now he didn't ride the curb on the inside there. It's quite a big curb, but usually the drivers really attack that. Didn't attack it there, but runs all the way up to the wall. Plenty of curve on the exit there, and now the speed starts to build through this fast left and right section. On the wall on the left, into the DRS zone now, and now it is just foot to the floor, sprinting for the line, and Dutch Tricks goes fastest of all, a 38.4 for his first flying run then. Ahead of Anamaka and Funky Chicken, who are the other two to so far set lap times. ERT Samba drops into second on a 38.7. And the reigning champ, IFR Lynx, now goes fourth on a 39.2 on the medium tyre. Interestingly, Samba's lap also on the medium tyre, so a couple of drivers already attempting the alternate strategy. From your experiences, Aaron, what is the best way to go strategy-wise here? Is it better to be quick at the ends? Is it better to be quick at the start? There's always the likelihood of safety cars here.
Yeah, it's a difficult one because you've got if you fall out of the sort of DRS and you kind of lose a pack of cars that are all slipstreaming each other, especially down the back part of the circuit where it's all just a massive long straight, it's very, very easy to just lose sight of the cars ahead, so you don't want to be too slow at the start. However, like you quite rightly say, there is always the likelihood of a safety car, so if you can stay with the front runners early and are fortunate enough to be on the softest compound when there's a safety car, you're really going to be in luck. So you can look at it two ways really. I think the safest option is to be quicker at the start and maybe then opt for the medium tyres midway through the race, something like that. It's pretty straightforward at Baku. It's never too complicated unless you obviously hit walls like many people do.
Yes, I think most of my races have involved some sort of wall contact around here, be it a race ending one or just a wing losing one, but the Div 1 boys are the best we've got, so there shouldn't be too many accidents tonight, in theory. However, well, there's going to be plenty of drama. There's been plenty of drama all season, and last season, last time of course, we were at Portimao for the first time, and we had some glitches, of course, because that seems to be what's going on with the F1 2021 at the moment. We had a rain-affected, shortened race after getting into the meat of the main race, having to restart the lobby with a sprint, which ended with a little bit of rain, and it was Tico who held off Oxox in a brilliant battle for the win. However, that is up before the stewards after an appeal has gone in, so pending decision on that one. Plenty of drama though in that one, and expecting a lot more tonight. And oh, somehow Tom Duval has got a 5-place penalty for a collision with Dylan, even though he was in the pit lane, and I could tell nowhere near Dylan, so I'm not quite sure what's happened there. In fact, Dylan's in the box, so I'm very confused about what's going on there. That is not quite sure what I've just seen there. If I'm honest, Tom has gone straight through the pits as well, apparently. I'm very lost about what's just happened there. To pick up TTG Tipos? I can't even speak anymore now. Tipos. There we go, in the second Aston Martin. As he then coming now into the end of Sector 2. Get the first checkpoint for him here.
He was purple in Sector 1, I was on board with him.
Purple in Sector 2 as well, 14.3 is TTG Tibos, about to put the second Aston Martin in contention. His teammate currently sits P2. The provisional winner last time out, Oxox. Who's been
He's staying inside ball again. That might have compromised his lap of 10. Could be wrong, but...
I'll cost him a 10th or 2. I'll find out in the next couple of seconds as he comes to the line. And here's 4th, 38.8. So 4/10 off pole position, maybe. That could have been. Obviously, you lose time if you clip the wall. He would have lost time all the way down that straight. So yeah, possibly could have cost him provisional pole there, but still P4, a very strong effort. And Mr. Dutch Tricks is on his way out again. So as Matman asked, I will go aboard for a lap of Dutch Tricks this time. I think Matman is after some pointers for tomorrow's race. As we were reminiscing earlier about previous races here. One where at one point we were battling for P7 in the race, and then about 3 laps later I was lapping him because he'd been in the pits a couple of times. So that is how quickly the race around here can change. In this section here, the castle section, one of the most unforgiving. I'm thinking back to season, I want to say 14, and I remember commentating on a race, possibly with you, watching City Posh hold off Dutch and Tico till the last lap, where he crashed in the castle section and threw away a Div 1 victory. Hi, City Posh. As Sway now goes second.
This is a bit of an iconic FTRL circuit, isn't it, Baku?
Yes, indeed. I think they've all had iconic moments. I think, well, most of them have had some iconic, but Baku more than most, I think.
Yeah, that turn 1 with Goikar was one of the greatest FTRL moments of all time.
I think that still will be the best moment of FTRL.
Yeah. When FTRL eventually finishes, however many years down the line it is, if somebody asked me to put together a highlight reel of my favourite moments, I think that will always be my favourite.
The highlights video of FTRL, that will be the start, because it was the start, 2 end or starts.
Yeah, it'll be the start and end.
It'd be a fitting way to end FTRL, wouldn't it? This is our goodbye video and the most iconic moment in history. So on board with Dutch then into turn 4. He's approaching the end of sector 1. Got the bubble up so I can't see what his time is because the YouTube thing's popped up, so I don't know if he was up. I think he was up though. So currently sitting just under 2/10 up on pole position from Sway. Oxox on a lap. Now he's currently 3rd. Dutch there, so close to that inside wall in the first part of the castle, but that's what you've got to do to get the speed. Bit of twitchy off the curb there. Of course, Dutch, having had a bit of a barren season last season by his standards, didn't win a race last season, but then started this season in the perfect fashion to answer anybody who thought he might be washed up as he clips the wall there, though. And victory at Silverstone. The curse of the commentator strikes instantly. Into sector 3 then. And now it is just navigate this quick left and right. Make sure you don't slide. Again, that's so close to that inside wall. We saw Matt clip a few moments ago. As he maintained his momentum though. The DRS pops open. Diving for the line. And he improves to 38.2 now for Dutch Tricks, so he extends his lead over Sway, who's currently P2, to 0.4 of a second. Let's find Ox currently third, or provisionally third on the grid.
Where's my lovely Graham? Why is he not out on track?
I don't know, why is he not on track? He's in the pits at the moment, and yet to set a lap time as well, so he's pulling the Lennon and leaving it till late on. Maybe waiting for the track to clear up a little bit as Ox goes fastest of all in Sector 1. So Ox on a charge as Lynx. Meanwhile, Reigning Champ has popped himself up to second. But still 3/10 shy of Dutch Tricks lap, so Dutch Tricks lap looking very, very handy indeed. Hopefully that's all the pointers you need, Matt Man. I'm expecting you to do a 38.2 now in qualifying tomorrow. You've seen how it's done, no excuses, you can even clip the wall at this downhill corner. Ox are now coming up to the downhill tricky corner. Again, they stay away from that curb this year. Last couple of games they've been really mounting that inside curb. Ox he's 0.3 of a second up, purple middle sector. Needs to find 2/10 though in the final sector. 2/10 in the final sector to overhaul Dutch Tricks. So it's now all about straight line speed. What wings is he running? The DRS is open. Is this provisional pole? It's not. No, it's a 38.3. So Ox comes up just a 10th shy. Pops himself back onto the front row though. It's still a very, very handy lap. Current running order then with, I don't know how long it's because they put the yellow flag sector thing over the timer. Dutch Tricks sitting on provisional pole with just over 5 minutes to go, with Ox alongside him on the front row. Lynx is third with Sway in fourth. Adamako sitting P5 and Dylan up in P6 then. Great effort from Dylan so far. Samba down in P7 with TDG Tibos in 8th. Tico down in 9th and Dan rounding out the top 10. And we find Wesker 11th, Callboy is 12th, Tom Deval 13th, Funky Chicken in 14th, Graham in 15th, CR7 on an outlap on the medium tyre in 16th, and Tom Robbo also yet to set a lap time. Tom Robbo, I don't know if you saw what happened last week to Tom, Aaron?
I did, yeah.
It was one of the most unlucky retirements I've ever seen.
I mean, it was. This is no disrespect towards Tom Robbo whatsoever, and I'm sure you know what I'm going to say. It was really, really, really unlucky, but to a spectator, it was like a hilarious unlucky, because it was just the way that he just slid straight across that corner, and it was like, to watch it almost felt like you watched it in slow motion. Yep,
I remember just seeing the Red Bull flick out in the background. I initially thought it was Dutch, and then I thought it was Wesker, and then just across the track, and then pow.
My God, does that boy have some pace though? So
he is a very, very quick boy.
I'm sure he'll be fine. Yeah, he's an incredibly good driver. He's Tom Robbo, but yeah, I mean, it was really unfortunate. It's kind of, but for a comedic value from a spectator perspective, it was quite funny because it just felt so slow motion, wasn't it?
Yeah, that is, yeah. So that's currently the iconic moment of Portimao. Our 2 races there across both divisions. That currently holds the accolade as being the most FTRL moment. CR7 then down the hill, just brushes the wall. A purple middle sector on those medium tyres. Now this boy is lightning quick. He has got 1 lap pace in abundance. He just cannot string the races together often enough. He does have a couple of wins to his name, thankfully. He broke that duck finally. He threatened it at Spa about 3 seasons ago. Won a couple of races the following season. Don't think he won one last season. Maybe he won one last season. But yet to string it together. Goes fastest of all on the medium tyre. That is an absolutely outstanding lap from CR7.
What?
This boy is just something special.
He's had his Toby jabs, hasn't he?
He has indeed. He is absolutely
Jesus
flying.
Christ.
Get that man a rebel because he is flying. Tom Robert on his way.
What on earth have I just witnessed, Lee?
Yeah, witnessed a little bit of greatness, I think. Because it is certainly special. Tico is warming his tyres. He's not on a flying lap anymore. We'll go on board with Wesker then.
I don't think we need to after that.
Okay, I've just been on board with Wesker, and he was in sector 1 going to turn 3, and then it's flicked him, and he's now coming out the pit lane. So there is still some glitches going on. One thing that definitely didn't glitch though was CR7. We did just witness that. That did happen. That is just absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? There we go again. So I was watching Tom Duval, who I thought was coming out of the bottom corner before the start finish straight, and is now at turn 2. I don't know what's going on. This game is flicking around for me at the minute. Tom's now P8, so it skipped him forward apparently. So he's now P8, so he's jumped up from 14th. That's everybody then on track at the moment, so the circuit is busy. CR7 has just laid down a marker though. Find Tico, who has just brushed the wall. This is of course if he is actually where he says he is now. He's marginally down on his time in Sector 1 by 0.039. Currently finds himself languishing in P11. And there's quite a few cars up ahead of him going to the castle section. He's not going to want to catch these guys. Hopefully they've got that. Oh, I think he just clipped the inside wall. That felt like a big thud.
Invalidated as well.
Yeah, he's invalidated his lap then, so that's his lap over. Who is on a lap? Anamako then just starting a flying lap. And Tico then starting P11. I'll have a free tyre choice, which might suit him. We shall see. He's got a lot of work to do though from P11. Adamaka then on to the first of many straights here. Down towards turn 3. Nice line through there. Tips then into the right-hander. We'll get the first split point at the end of this straight, and he is a quarter of a second up. So Adamaka on for a big improvement here. In the chat we've got João Rodriguez, as ever supporting CR7, and Mr. Hijack Gaming. Good evening, Hijacked. Nice to see you in the chat. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're well. Adam flicked through the castle section nicely. Oh, big opposite lock moment there as he comes out of the castle section though. That would have cost him a little bit of time. But has kept it out of the walls, pointing the right direction. Passes off the curb, stays away from the wall. Tom Robbo goes fastest now into the 37s, a 37.9. Adamako is up by, I can't see because the YouTube thing's in the way again. But he is up. Oh, he's catching his teammate, gets out of his way, a little bit of a slipstream there. Whoa, oh, big moment into the wall, and he is retired. Got a huge oversteer through the fast right kink, slapped the wall, and has hit the wall hard. And the front tyre is off, and Adamako, who is on to for possibly a big improvement then, is in the wall. Is that going to affect anybody's laps behind him? What have we got coming through? I think ERT Samba's coming through. Track's been cleared though. Coming, he sits P10. He got pole last time out. What does he do this time? Goes second, a 37.9. Just shy. What about Dutch Tricks? He's down in Sector 2. So I don't think Dutch Tricks is going to improve. Sway goes 4th. Ox has spun. Oh, he's off the track, so he's not going to improve. Dan Morris has gone P7. What about Dylan? He's up on his time. Currently sits P10. This could potentially vault him. Go 6th.
I want to alarm you here, Lee.
Hello.
But Tom Duval was driven straight through a barrier on my screen and vanished.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw Dylan catching him, and I was like, "Oh my god, he's going to hit him!" But then he was ghosted, and he was dribbling along the straight as well, like you say. So, it's a definite diversion. I don't think it would have cost Dylan any time, but he then ends up P6, a splits Dutch Tricks and Ox. To the third row then. Here we've got just Wesker then on the lap, and he is up in Sector 1. However, I don't think he's going to complete the lap, so yeah, there's only a minute left of the session, so I'm not sure what's going on here. I think this lobby's glitching already. This game, man. So many issues. So it looks like Tom Robbo then is going to take pole position. Can he make up for last week's unfortunate ending by being potentially here at Baku? He's giving himself the best possible start. He will be starting on the front row, and he has prime opportunity to go full Goy. However, I don't think anybody can quite do Goy like Goy. Who I did see in the chat earlier. Evening, Goy. And Liam's in the chat as well. Good evening, Liam. a reunion of Season 10. So, waiting for the timer to count down. The last 5 seconds. And qualifying is... Why is it now put... AI cars on the thing? Oh, no, don't know what's going on here. So it would appear the lobby is glitched again, despite nobody doing anything. I think. Why is this game so annoying? Let's group your listing, please retire from the session. Once you finish this lap. Hopefully that should kick it through. Right, we may have to do yet another lobby because this game is broken. For God's sake, man, what is with this goddamn... What's going on? Why is this game so broken? Yep, it's fully broken, isn't it? Right, so it would appear we're going to do lobby number 3.
Well, I'm unfortunately going to have to double the bad news, Lee. I've got to go and pick up a shalom early from work.
You're going to leave me, aren't you? So rude.
I am. I've got to go and pick up my my wonderful fiancée from work.
Fair enough, mate. No worries. Thank you for joining me for qualifying, at least.
Well, it's a bit of company at least, so hopefully the race is good, mate. I'll tune back in.
Cool.
Goodbye, chat. Good luck to all the races, and hopefully I will join you at some point soon again.
Right. Okay, thank you very much. I'll catch you later.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. And once again, we have to do a brand new lobby because this game is so broken. Right, so how are you still copying right, for the last time, hopefully this time it'll just go. Right, load that. Maybe it's something this, I don't know what is going on. This game, man, is just a pain. This season, why? Why have you got to be so broken? Like, you're several games into this now, Codemasters. It's not hard, really, is it? Right, so we will do some invitations. So thank you once again, everybody in the stream, for playing with us. This game is just... I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm bored and fed up of this just broken thing. Right, reconstructure, qualifying, off, first, random, custom grid, so, Alright, is everybody in? Everybody in the cars. Is the first question. Yes, right. Right, nope, not that one. Settings. Settings. Reconstructure. Grid editor. Right. Bear with us while I sort out the grid. So, Mr. Tom Robbo, he is on pole position. Mr. Samba was second. CR7 was third. Sway is fourth. Dutch Tricks is fifth. Well, this is what I just seen. Right, do it as a second. But appear people are finally rocking up. Grid editor, right. Soy Dutch Dylan was sixth. Ox was seventh. Dan was next. Lynx was 9th, Adamako was 10th. And Tom DeVal. And Tibos. Then Tico. And Funky Chicken. And Cowboy. And Wesker. And Grim. And Zumpy. Right. I think everything. Dry weather. Right, thank you. Confirm changes. Dry. Back. Right, I believe might be sorted. Right, did Johan get in? I did send him an invite. He's in. Superb. Right. Well, all these goddamn delays have given us a better grid. And right. Yeah. Now I've got to adopt them 5 places. God damn it. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Everybody done. Johan, Zumpy at the back. Right. I believe we're good to go. Right, at the 3rd time of asking, or is this the 4th time now? I've forgotten. I think this is probably the 4th time. 4th time of asking. Maybe we'll get a race now. Ah, man. Tonight is just being a pain in the backside. Yes, please like the stream. Like it. I want to see all the likes. I want this to be the most liked stream I've ever done. Please. I'm going to run a battery in my controller by the time I get this race done. So, everybody hopefully will remember the setups. And much later than anticipated and scheduled, we will have our 3rd round of our Div 1 Championship this season. Right, so now that I've got this mess and hopefully sorted, let's go in the chat. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Who have we got? Unsafe release. His prediction is Montero from Pitzonia from Santa Claus. Interesting. That will be one hell of a top 3. Thiago Montero. That could be CR7. They're both Portuguese. Tony Pitzonia. He was a really good driver in F3000. In fact, both of them were. Pitzonia especially. I think he got a bit of a raw deal. He's one of those drivers that just never really got a car. He just never really got a chance to show his talent in F1, as a lot of drivers didn't, who are good in junior categories, which is why I do wish there was another top-level single-seater series, kind of like Champ Cars, and it was a bit more global. Obviously, Champ Cars was primarily American-based, so something globally based, not quite F1, not quite Indy cars, just something sit in the middle would be nice, just to give more drivers opportunities, because there's so many good drivers in the junior divisions. But it is what it is. Right, it looks like we're going to get a race finally. Way. Let's do a rundown of the grid, now that we've got one sorted. So, IFR Tom Robbo is hoping to put to rest the demons from last week. He leads us off. He is on pole position tonight here for Baku, which is the place to be here, because that turn 1 gets tight and it gets congested and a lot can happen. He is joined on the front row by ERT Samba, who popped it on pole position last week. This week drops down 1 position to P2. What can he do though off the front row? Of course, he had a lobby glitch last week, which means that he didn't go off the line as the lights went green. So he'll be hoping for better luck this time. CR7, what a lap that was on those medium tyres. Starts P3, and McLaren man, superb over 1 lap. He's going to be one to watch in this race on the alternate strategy. Sway, great to see him up there in P4. Great job from the AlphaTauri man. He starts on the 2nd row ahead of the man who won the opening round of the season, Mr. Dutch Tricks, 4-time series champ. Looking back to his best this season. He goes off the 3rd row alongside last season's most winningest driver, the current championship leader as well. It is Mr. Ox Hawks. Both of them on the 3rd row. P7, we find Dan Morris in the Williams. Great effort from Dan, just got under the radar a little bit there in the Williams. Finds up on P7 alongside our reigning champ, IFR Lynx. He is one who just accumulates points. Yeah, well, he ended up P2 last week, possibly P3. We'll see how the stewarding goes. A good return to form for him last week. Adamako, great. Well, he was looking really strong at qualifying at the end there. Late clash with the wall meant he didn't improve his time. Starts just P9, and TTG Tibos rounding out the top 10 starts on the mediums. Dylan, great effort from him, P6 in quali. Unfortunately picked up a penalty for the collision with Tom. Starts P11, and we've got Tico in P12 on the medium tyres. Dylan starting on the softs, by the way. Of course, these are the guys who had the free tyre choice. Tico's on the mediums. Assis Funky Chicken in 13th. Callboy's going on the hards, so he's looking to go deep in the first stint. On those hard tyres. Wesker starts P15 in the 2nd of the Red Bulls. He's on the medium tyres. He'll do well to get to Tom Robbo at turn 3 this time, but stranger things have happened. Hopefully it won't happen this week. Tom Duval starts P16 on the medium tyres. Graham starts 17th on the hards, and then our late arrival Zumpy is back. He starts P3, a cruelly denied victory week 1. And was looking really strong last week as well. Can he keep up his good form? He starts P18, and Yarham, who was another one who had a most bizarre exit from last week's race, he lines up P19. So those are your runners and your riders. The grid is formed. We wait for the lights. Everybody gets the circles. No circles of doom, please. For Mr. Dutch Tricks of all people. Oh no, don't. Please go green. Tick, tick. Where's the tick? Please give us a tick. Please tick. Please tick. Please tick. Don't make me beg more. Dodge. Robin. 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 Oh, thank God for that. Right, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights. And the Baku Grand Prix is go. Looks like a good start for the front row. A couple of cars moving back, further back. It's a great start from Tom Robbo. He gets the jump into turn 1. Down the inside, coming Oxox. Goes wheel to wheel with Sway. Looks like everybody's got around turn 1 okay. Links us up a couple of places. He's battling hard with Dan Morris. Out of turn 2, is everybody going to get round okay? Looks like it's Funky Chicken dropping down the order a little bit. Where is he? Oh, he's had some dramas. Has he got damage? Check in on the Williams man. Seems to be okay. He's lost 6 places there. Not a great start, but the top 4 are away and running. And it is Tom Robbo who leads from Samba. CR7 go with him in third. Sway's got Oxox all over the back of him already. Oh, big twitch there though. Who was that? It was Lynx. Got Dutch Tricks looking up the inside. Not finding a way through the yellow flag sector 3. Oh, is it Funky Chicken again, possibly? Seems to be a little bit off the back of the pack there. As everybody starts to spread out then. Coming to the end of sector 2 on that one. Everybody really close together still. Down the field, Tico on the back of Adamako. These two have a bit of history. Everybody staying away from that wall on that one. It does look like Funky Chicken's picked up some damage. He's dropping quite a way off the back, unfortunately, so not a great start for him though. Back to the lead though, and we are about to see a change, I think. Samba in the slipstream. Tom Robbo pulls to the inside. Both using a little bit of ERS. Samba's got the inside. Tom Robbo's going to try and hang on, but Samba's just going to come across and take the lead of the way. So change at the pointy end of the race. But Tom Robbo slips right back underneath that rear wing. He'll now get the slipstream down straight with no DRS until lap 3. The circuit then 3 big DRS zones. Is it 3? That's 2, isn't it? Tell that. I'm making stuff up now. So Samba then leads now from Tom Robbo. CR7 still third on those medium tyres. He's going to be one to watch because he can go deeper into this race. He'll be quick at the end as well. Sway's still holding on to fourth, and he's got Oxford all over the back of him. Bit of a gap back then to Lynx. He's then got Dutch. Because his Funky Chicken does pit as expected. $111 comments. I'm only on lap 2. This is the most comments I think I've ever seen by this stage of a race. Great to be going on in the chat. Daz the Snipe cheering on Sam Robbo and Tom Bar. Interesting. I see what you've done there. I see what you've done there. Well, they are the current first and second. Down the downhill, up against that wall. Top 5 making a bit of a break. Lynx is doing his best to get into 1 second range of Oxox. He does not want to be left vulnerable. I can assure you Dutch Tricks is still in that gap behind Lynx, and Dan Morris is saying he's down in P19. He is not. Big movers so far then. Biggest mover of all is Tom DeVal. He's up 5 into P11. You've got a yellow flag in sector 3. I think that might be Funky Chicken. As fast as lap goes to Samba. 41.5. We're into the pits. Who was that? That was Dylan into the pits, and so dramas for the Alfa Romeo man. Yeah, you can see Dutch Tricks is having a little bit of a desync. He's definitely there. That car is still travelling at speed. This game, man. This game. Into turn 3, no change for the lead this time. Top 5 as you were. Bit of a gap then. Lynx now 1.5 seconds behind Oxox. He's going to be pushing as hard as he can though. Try and get back within DRS range. Dutch has got Lynx behind him. Sorry, Dan behind him. Dan just needs to be careful. Then you've got Adam Tico, TTG Tibos, Tom DeVal. A bit of a gap back then to Wesker in the second of the Red Bulls. Zumpy is 13th. He's up 5 places, as is Jarham. So they've got on the back of the grid. Good start for them. Corvoy down 1 to 15th. Graham's up 1. And Dylan Funky Chicken, who's had some dramas early on. They will be praying for a safety car. Look then at the tyre situation. And CR7 is starting to close in. Sway now just dropped out of DRS range of the top 3. So top 3 breaking away now, and CR7 is really closed up on the top 2. Yeah, very good point, Pagani. That would be something else, wouldn't it? Tom Robbo has now got more concerns about what's coming up behind him than what's ahead of him, because here comes the McLaren. Trying to break the toe, but the CR7 is down the inside, but drops back into the slipstream then. So doesn't make the move at the moment. Goes a little bit wide then. Oh, and a penalty on the exit of turn 1. There's a CR7. That's a 3-second penalty already. We're on lap 4. And there's already a penalty into the pits. Has come Tico. Tico's now clipped a wall by the look of it. Top 3 now breaking away. Sway has got Oxox right up behind him. Not close enough for a move into 3. He's gone a little bit wide though. Keeps it out of the wall. These two. A little bit of a gap back to Lynx, now 1.3 seconds. And we find Dan right on the back of Dutch Tricks. Adamako there as well. And TTG Tibos. Tom Duval's now out of DRS as well, so just a few gaps starting to open up. Might leave people vulnerable. Wesker in 11th, Zumpy behind him. And we find Yarham in 13th. Bit of a gap back into Corboy on those hard tyres. Graham with him, those two of course. But looking to go deep into this race. And we've got Dylan, the first of the guys who've had to make a pit stop already. Tico's now out on the hard tyre as well. Yellow flag is sector 3. Who or what was that? Not quite sure. The Stamper still leads. Tom Robert closing back in on him. He's put a bit of a gap now over to CR7. But these three still away at the front. So we come round to complete lap 4. DRS train is active once again. Tom Robert closing in on Samba. Further back, Oxox looking to make a move. Here goes for the race lead. Tom Robert into the lead. Oxox takes the position away from Sway. He's now up to 4th. Adamaka going past Dan Morris as well. Here. I too, Dazza, would like to see Liam and Hyde tracked again. I miss them both immensely. Great to have you in the chat, boys. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you're all well. So Lynx now trying to close in on Sway, who is hanging on to Oxox. So what can Oxox now do about the front three? We're still nose to tail, so CR7 closing back in. Oh, what's happened to Lynx? He's had a drama at the castle section somewhere. And he's lost a hatful of places as he had a spin as he clipped the wall. So drops out of P6, so Adam Dan, Dutch, TTG Tibos and Tom Duval all going through. Lynx looks like he's struggling a little bit as he got some wing damage from the castle section. And his wing looks okay, but that doesn't mean anything on this year's game. He's got a lot of damage around here. These high-speed corners, you need all the front wing you can get. Hopefully he'll navigate his way through here, okay. But it was just a spin. Not any damage. Let's see what happens as he comes around. He seems to be hanging to the left. Does suggest he's coming to the pits. He is, so Lynx has had a collision at the castle section. He pits. Adamako is in as well. Now, is this a tactical pit stop? Or is he also going for a nose? No, it's just tyres for him. He's on his way. So that might work out okay. Ooh, what's going on there? That is Zumpy down the inside of Wesker. And Yarm trying to buy into this as well. And it's going to be a double mugging for Wesker, is it? Oh, no! I think they touched. Oh, Wesker across the nose. And again, Yarm switches to the inside. Contact again. It's a bit of rough and tumble there between Wesker and Yarham. Just having a little bit of lag there. Maybe that was a factor in what just happened there, but Wesker getting his elbows out, trying to defend from Yarham. Let's go back up and find out how our lead trio are getting back on. And ERT Samba made the move into turn 1 again, so he has retaken the lead. Tom Robbo and CR7 still going with him though. And they've now got 2 seconds over Oxox in 4th. So Oxox has so far not been able to try and close that gap down. Sway resolutely hanging on to his slipstream, still in DRS range. Meanwhile, Samba's got about an 8/10 of a second lead then, so you'd feel that's going to be enough to hold him off into turn 1. Here they come. What about Sway? He's still in DRS range, but again not close enough to Oxox. They will be as you were. Further back, TTG Tibos now finds himself P6. Down a second back, Tom Duval going through though, so Tom Duval goes up to P7. He's made his way through the field very nicely so far. Good run from Tom Duval, who had a really good run last week as well. Further back, I'm getting the move done on Wesker. Oh, he's gone straight out of turn 1 though. Has there been contact? Some wing goes flying. That looks like it was from the Has. It was. So wing damage for the Has. He did not need that. He's on the medium tyres. He wanted to go deeper into this race. So he's got, well, two options now, which is either pit for the hards and try and get to the end, but risk being slow. Just got to be careful for the rest of this lap now. Or does he put on another set of mediums or even the softs, pray for a safety car, and see what happens. Adamako getting the move done on Graham into 3. Dylan has caught up as well after his early dramas. Graham there just jumping out of the way, not holding up his teammate. That's good teamwork there from the Alfa Romeo boys. Dylan on his way after Adamako. The road we've got Corboy going through the castle section. I think he's got Dutch Tricks behind him. He does. Now is Dutch pitted? He has. Oh, yellow flag. Oh, Johan's gone. And the safety car is called. Oh, and Sway's got as well. Oh, Sway's crashed there. That's where we saw Adam crashing qualifying. Sway is out as well. Drama. 2 retirements in the space of 20 seconds. Johan, I think, crashed. Yeah, Johan has crashed at the downhill left-hander coming towards the Sector 2 checkpoint. And Sway has then crashed separately coming out of what is technically the final corner, that fast right-hander onto the start-finish straight, which is where we saw Adam crash and qualify. So maybe he's just had a snatch of oversteer and it's put him into the wall. Now CR7 has got ahead of the safety car, so he is, well, now obviously this affects his strategy now, because all the guys who are on the softs who are now pitted for either the hard or the mediums are going to be right on his tail, so he needs to decide what he wants to do. The benefit of being ahead of the safety car is that the gaps should stay fairly open. Now ART as Sambra's pitted, of course. Now he's out in 3rd, and he's only sort of 12 seconds behind CR7, so of course it's a fairly short pit lane here. CR7 is at risk here. Now he does pit. He should slot in behind Tom Robbo again. Of course it's 7 seconds between Tom Robbo and Ox. So first safety car of the evening called on lap 8. 2 retirements, separate incidents as well. Sway and Johan both retired. We saw Johan had picked some damage up at turn 1. And whether or not there's been any contact with Wesker, or if he'd just gone for a move and run deep, I'm sure we will find out later on if it arrives in the stewards. And what does CR7 do? And he's to make a decision here. It looks like he's going to carry on. Is he going to make a late call for the pits? No, he's going round, so he's decided to stick with the strategy. So he's going to go round and it will pick up behind the safety car. What does TTG Tibos do? He's going round as well, so again they've got faith in their strategy. So CR7 then coming around turn 2, which is where the safety car, which is the Mercedes this week. He lines up behind the safety car then. So the running order as we form up behind the safety car is as follows. CR7 is now your race leader, but hasn't yet pitted. TTG Tibos up to P2, also not yet stopped. In 3rd we find ERT Samba. He has just made his pit stop though. He's now on those medium tyres. Tom Robbo sits 4th. Ox is P5, so he's down 1 place. Adamako is P6, Dylan up to P7 now. Tom Duval in 8th, Lynx is 9th, Dan is 10th, Zumpy up to 11th, Wesker is 12th. Corboy 13th, Graham is 14th, TK in 15th. Funky Chicken is 16th, he's into the pits again though. So he's going to get off those hard tyres. Going to something a little bit quicker, while he gets a free pit stop while the safety car is out. And Dutch Tricks is in the mix somewhere, but I'm not quite sure where he actually is in the running order at the moment. It looks like he might be behind Ox ahead of Adamako. He is, so actually Dutch is P6 at the moment. Now it looks like his car has gone and synced back up, so hopefully. They're saying he's a lap down, but he's definitely not a lap down, so once again this game is being AIDS. Yeah, Pagani calling it perfect timing for the guys on the soft tyres, but not for the ones on the mediums, which are CR7 and Matt Tibos. So we are on lap 9 behind the safety car. And I will take this break in racing action to say what's coming up on FTRL for the rest of the week. So tomorrow, of course, we are back here to do this all over again with Div 2, which hopefully will have less lobby issues than we have tonight. I really do not know what's going on this week, or this season. We did not have this many issues last season with this game. It's just so far this season, 3 races, 3 weeks of lobby issues with Div 1. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Once again, appreciate the guys racing for sticking with it. I appreciate it's not ideal. Fingers crossed we'll have less dramas tomorrow. Div 2 always going to be exciting. Myself and Mattman were reminiscing about races earlier. What's gone on? So Tom Naval into the pits again. He's going to go on to, you'd imagine, another set of medium tyres. He started the race on the mediums, and we started outside the top 10. So he must have picked up some wing damage. Fresh mediums on for him. So tomorrow back here for Div 2 action at 8 o'clock. Hopefully we'll be finished a little bit sooner, but we shall see. And then on Thursday we're back with GT Sport. It is the penultimate week of the season, and we are at the Nürburgring as we head towards the end of season 15. 2 weeks to go, 6 races, 2 Group 4 races in the Megane, and of course the Group 3 race, 40 minutes of the GP circuit to look forward to. So do join either Switchback or Junkie Sports. I'm not sure who's on commentary this week on either of those. And we are building towards something quite special for what will probably be our last ever season on, or last seasons on GT Sport before GT7 comes out in March next year. We are currently in the process of finalising what the final season on GT Sport will look like, and there is a fancy video in the pipeline as well. So if you are interested in seeing out GT Sport in style, please do get in touch with our Twitter. That is at _FTRL_. Drop us a message. We'll give you some details or give you some teasers, because even I don't know what's going on yet, and I'm right in there with the guys who run that. So it's a mystery, but we promise it's going to be something quite special and exciting. And we are looking to go back to 2 days, so Thursdays and Fridays in the new year will be GT Sport. Please do come and be a part of that as we see off the best game in the Gran Turismo franchise so far, until of course 7 comes out, which is looking even better. Right, safety car in this lap, so we are about to go racing again. We'll be on lap 11 of 26. CR7 will take over, pace setting. The safety car starts to pull away. Now with it being such a long straight and a slipstream battle, now hopefully everybody's on their toes here and is paying attention, because we have seen some accidents behind the safety car restarts here. Everybody's bunched up. He's keeping a nice pace. Safety car starting to pull away. So this is a good one so far. Now, when does he pull the trigger? Oh no! Oh, Dylan's crashed. There's been an accident, there's been contact between TTG Timos and CR7, and Dylan has retired behind the safety car. It's chaos into turn 1, down the inside comes Dutch Tricks. On Oxox, I think Oxox has got away with it though. Oh, it's spinning off in the background. I think that was Dutch. Oh, makes it turn 1. Yellow flags all around. Oh, please tell me it's not this glitch again. Please tell me we haven't got this glitch again. I beg of you. I beg of you, not this glitch again. Oh man. Do not be this glitch again. Dutch Tricks is in the wall. But yellow flags all over the circuit, which means that no overtaking can happen. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm not enjoying this game at the minute. I'm really not enjoying. Dutch Tricks is on his way again, but we've still got yellow flags all around the circuit, which means that no overtaking can happen, because if they do, they get 5-second penalties. And part of me would think we just get rid of them all at the end, but you'd end up getting disqualified. So, oh man, getting really bored of this game. Really bored of this. Because it was Dutch with the desync. That's why he thinks it's him that's caused this lobby issue. Oh, CR7 has a big moment out of 2 as he gets on the power. Funky Chicken is in the pits. He's had some contact somewhere. Racing is carrying on, but I don't think anybody could overtake because we've got yellow flags everywhere again. We saw this last week. The glitch lobby, yeah. Yep. I know, boys. I know. Oh, I don't even know what to do. We've already had so much cat go on tonight. Yeah, what's going on? At this stage, I'm inclined to call this race at half distance and give half points because this is just ridiculous. This game. Oh, now Lynx has gone. Right, I think we're going to call this because this is just... Everybody racing, but nobody could overtake. It's... oh, man. So frustrating. So frustrating to see this glitch. What can you do? Codemasters, I hope somebody from Codemasters is watching this. Because this happened last week. You didn't have this on the last game. You didn't have this last season once. Didn't have this issue once last season. So something you've done recently is causing this problem. Now, ERT Samba's going past CR7 here, but he's going to get the warning. Yeah, there we go. He's got a warning to say that he can't overtake because there's yellow flags. So... nobody could overtake, it's just following each other around, so we'll count back to probably the safety car restart lap. And go from there, because nobody could overtake each other because of the glitch, so... yeah, there we go, Tom's got a penalty for overtaking somebody. I mean, I'd let it go and get rid of it all at the end, but at some point they're going to get to 30 seconds worth of penalties, and everybody's going to get disqualified, so... So as yeah, people are realising now. So apologies, everybody. Yep, not sure what's going on. We had the same problem last week. Virtual safety car finally, but now a safety car. So there's the problem. It was because Dutch had desynced. But because we've had so many issues tonight, we were already at 9:30. Usually we're done by this point, so we're really just over half race distance. So, what a night! What a night! So that is unfortunately the end of that. Safety car restart. If we could do that, I would do. Right. This game is mega broke. I do apologise for everybody tuning to watch, but should have been a good race tonight. Yeah. Computer says no, unfortunately. I will try again tomorrow. I don't know if it's... I don't know what's going on. But it wasn't as bad last season. We didn't have this issue once last season, so I don't know where this problem's come from. But it is what it is. So, unfortunately, that is going to be the end of this evening's action prematurely. And, well, we are going to figure out what to do. It might be half points. We may run this race at a later date. We may postpone it completely. We will find out. Anyway, we will discuss that now. So thank you very much for everybody who's joined into the stream tonight. I'm sorry it's been an absolute shambles. Blame this game, because these problems are ridiculous. So fingers crossed, next time we'll try a different lobby host and see if we can rectify whatever is going on with this damn game. Anyway, thank you for tuning in tonight. Hopefully tomorrow night will be a bit smoother. We can but hope. But for now, thank you for joining us. Again, apologies, we've not been able to put on the show tonight. But yeah, as you can see, we've been glitching left, right and centre. So we're going to call it quits before I lose my rag. Yeah, but please do join me tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have a smoother run. 8 o'clock tomorrow for Div 2. GT Sport on Thursday. And of course, if you would like to be part of GT Sport or of F1 or of ACC, we do have an ACC league we are trying to resurrect in the not too distant future. Please do get in touch with us at _FTRL on Twitter. And yeah, come be a part of our fantastic community with hopefully not so broken lobbies in the future. But for this evening, unfortunately, that is a game over, man. Game over for tonight. So back tomorrow at 8 o'clock when we will try this again. But for this evening, apologies for not being able to provide you with a decent race. And we will hopefully make up for it tomorrow. But for now, good evening. Thank you for joining us. See you again soon.